Now they're using their own tricks against them. Earth Spirit picked first by ASCHB. Maybe we'll see him used a little bit more effectively as long as the laning stage just doesn't crumble like that quickly. It's really hard to make an impact when every lane is being ravaged so quickly. Sorry for the Tidehunter pun.
Well, I guess I can deal with it, but they get one aggressive support, which is the Earth Spirit that can just go and gank, and the Dazzle's just an excellent defensive support, so I really like the pairing.
Defensive? Whoa, poison touch, dude. Come on now. Heal bombs? Defensive, my ass. You're using Dazzle wrong.
I mean, unless you pick up a Brood, he's not really that aggressive of a support.
Oh, Sand King. Sand King, Caustic Finale. Get the heal bomb in with the creep wave. Poison touch into the sandstorm. I'm telling you, dude. But we see the push coming from Moribund, so a little more sense of urgency here. I thought they had a great draft game one, but now they're looking to take a little bit different approach here. They want to be able to push, they want to fight, but again, I mean, you're fighting around the exorcism, at least at this point. And I mean, it's a lot of physical damage, get the magic damage from the Nature's Prophet as well as his really strong right clicks, but I don't know, man. I'm worried after game one. I'm tilted a little bit.
Yeah, the main problem I see with Moribund's draft just at this point is that they've given away a lot of information. All Street or ASCHB knows exactly what they're doing. They're gonna look to push, they're gonna look to team fight, and if that goes poorly, they're gonna have the Prophet split push. Whereas ASCHB has gone, we have a Dazzle and an Earth Spirit, figure it out.
Pretty much. Good luck. Figure it out. Yeah, and there's a lot of ways they can go. I know they have a few comfort picks. Definitely like to run the Ember Spirit quite a lot, so you get the two Spirit Brothers perhaps. I don't know. I mean, there's so much information given up here with the NP or the Prophet combo. So
they can go for the full Spirit strat. I mean, the Storm is pretty bad right now, but he does mess up Nature's Prophet's day pretty badly.
Yeah, but I think with the support too, I mean, if they can get the Earth Spirit in early on the DP, I know the Soul Siphon's absolutely ridiculous, like really ridiculous, but perhaps they can still.
Yeah, if I'm the Spirit player this game, I don't roll on the Death Prophet. I do not try and go in on that. I mean, at least until I have my Silence, which is going to be level 4 for the most part, and you can't really deal with her as well.
Oh, I forgot we have a professional Earth Spirit player. I forgot. How many games have you played in a row with him? Did you break 20?
Yeah, I think I'm at like 22 right now.
Oh my god. You're unreal. I do like the Venge pickup though, just because the Death Prophet's gonna be the focus in these fights. And just being able to have that defensive swap is gonna be really nice. I mean, because the Yules is great, but I think having the swap there, and especially against the Bat Rider too, the stun swap is going to be really nice.
I'm not entirely sure on this decision making here. I mean, the Venge was picked before the Bat Rider, so you pick the Bat Rider into what is commonly considered a counter.
I don't think they care, man. I mean, they were firing all cylinders game one. I don't think that they're too concerned with counters at this point. I really think that they feel like they're so strong with their execution, their team synergy, that they can pick whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, it looks they're gonna look to just dominate this mid lane with the co-op. That's what they're gonna just do their best to do. And the Bat Rider is gonna be pretty difficult for them to lock down. I mean, they have Avenge stun, but not a whole lot else they can do in the off lane. As long as he plays careful, I don't think he's gonna be going down too easy.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the boots first, just to make sure the early levels, if they do try to trade blows with him, he'll be able to get out if the stun does come out early. Yeah, I don't really see them being able to do too much to him.
Dire's ban.
Still, I'm still looking. I know the Bat Rider and the Queen of Pain are decent at helping to kite the Ursa, especially with the turn rate. Jesus, you get a few stacks of sticky napalm on the Ursa, he's just useless. But I mean, once the BKB comes out, it'll be pretty difficult. You can still lasso him, and you can still right-click him down. But I'll look to get their last pick here. Maybe something. I don't know. What are you feeling?
For which side? For ASCHB or Moribund?
Yeah, just to help something to help mitigate the Ursa, to help kite.
They just need a safe lane to sit with disable. I think this pick right here might be a good opportunity to pick up a Rubik. Just, I mean, he's pretty good in push strats with the magic resistance. He's got some good disable, and there's some decent spells to steal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously getting Grave or, I mean, the Earth Spirit, I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't think the Rubik really wants to get close quarters with the Rolling Boulder and Magnetize. Not too difficult to steal, I guess, but if you get the blink from the flop, then you're in business. Then you're in business. But
yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of great spells to steal. I'm just more thinking about its great instant disable on the Batrider, and it lets you. The magic resistance is really good against Queen of Pain, Batrider, and Earth Spirit.
Yeah, but I mean, you skill that so late. I mean, that's like level 8 and beyond. Basically, I mean, you might be able to put like an early put in it, but not maxing a lift or skipping a point in the queue. I mean, it's, I don't know, man. Earthshaker, interesting.
Dyer's pick.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they were a little bit light on disable, and just more disable in Universal lineups than were bad, so might as well. But it's another ultimate for them to fight around as well.
Yeah, and that's something too. It's, I mean, once you don't want to have like a defenseless team that really can't do a whole lot just because Exorcism's down, so it makes sense that the Earthshaker would be there as well.
10 seconds to go.
Anti-mage.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Man.
Are you kidding me? All right, this is. All right, so this is a.
This is going to be an interesting. This is going to be an interesting kind of matchup in how each team wants to play this out. Because if the anti-mage manages to get farm and this game extends, ASCHB's pretty damn dangerous. But Moribund's going to have a really good mid-game kind of scary push lineup.
Oh, Death Prophet, look at you. The Merqueen set. Oh god, that is ugly. That is so ugly.
You weren't a Little Mermaid fan as a kid?
Not particularly. Ursula? Okay, they're doing the level 1 smoke again. Their level 1 fight, not great by any means, but I mean,
if Moribund makes a mistake and just tries to split
they do
up
have they do have the tree, but it's not gonna scout anything out. So this might lull them into a false sense of security here that they feel like they might be okay and be able to get away with. No, they're just gonna go.
I don't know. The fact that they're not seeing anything with either Trent, one on the top and one on the bottom, I think
that's a red flag if I ever saw one. Hey, by the way, there's nobody on the map whatsoever. And they're pinging out the Roshan pit.
I believe that Trent got vision of the Quap, but I'm not entirely sure.
It looks like they'll split the runes, as is customary. Game 2, AD2L Grand Finals, my friends. ASCHB, Moribund eSports.
And
the bell has been rung. We are in. And actually, they're getting
Oh,
aggressive.
no, they're
here
gonna
with
try.
the roll from
That's
the
the
boulder.
stop.
He's not gonna get it. And they used Fisher as well, so they will split the runes.
Radiant
Both
on
mid
one
laners
side,
taking
Dyer on the
their
other.
half level and free gold. All right, so 1v1, no assistance whatsoever. DP Quap. How does that pan out for us? Generally speaking.
The Quap can pretty much style on the Death Prophet as long as she doesn't make any mistakes or try and get too aggressive. There's the Death Prophet has good spam out, but they both really do, and it comes down to what the Quap kind of wants to pick up. If she picks up a lot of levels in the dagger, then Death Prophet can kind of deal with it a little bit better because of the Crypt Swarm just spamming out the wave. But if she gets the Scream, then she can just contest the spam outs just as well as Death Prophet.
Batrider goes for the double ring of protection here, something I haven't seen in a long time.
That's the old Funnick build.
Very rich.
And Prophet just started to start with boots, so it's going to be pretty hard for this, tri-lane to kill him.
There's a poison touch, defensive hero my ass. Here comes the rolling boulder, not going to make contact.
He avoids the roll. Oh man, what a player. He read that so well.
And oh my gosh, and somebody overextended just when we said he was unkillable. Looks like a Fisher trap paired with the Venge stun. It's too much. So first blood will go the way of the Venge. And Moribund already on the board. That's got to feel good. Get the monkey off your back right away, right? Soul Siphon.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you got to have a short memory. Like in any sort of competitive setting, you don't want to dwell on all the old failures. Like think about it, realize why you lost, and yeah.
Top lane, they
yes, off lane for off lane so far.
And now we have someone else is getting styled on here. They get a nice rotation, a great Fisher, and actually both supports rotating in to take out the Queen of Pain. So they are not going to have a repeat of last game.
That's just a little too aggressive out of the Quap. I think she tried to go for the kill on the Death Prophet, but if you look where she died on the Radiant Steps on that Radiant High Ground, which not really a good place to be when you're playing mid.
Not particularly.
I think ASCHB might be a little bit cocky, a little bit maybe overconfident on this one, but Death Prophet's going to come, or not Death Prophet, Earth Spirit's going to come here and try and gank the Death Prophet.
He's got an Arcane Rune too, so it's going to be a lot easier for. Well, he's still level 1. Never mind. I was going to say.
Venge knows he's here though. They saw it with.
Yeah, Death Prophet's actually making a movement towards. Still level 1. They get the stun out. They get the Soul Siphon going as well. He's going to try to roll out, and he will be successful. But just time wasted, really. But the Quap is okay. Get a couple more CS. Opting to put a second point into the Shadow Strike, so looking to get a little more harassed on the on the Death Prophet. It's only 1 point in Blink though, so another aggressive gesture like before, and Sweatpants going to see probably a quick death with a quick rotation here from the bench. Who picks up a smoke, by the way, so the sports are definitely looking to get more active than they were last game.
Yeah, I think in this era of Dota, if your supports aren't being active, you're making a mistake. But this is going to be
yeah, there's your Fisher. Yep, they get the stun out, and there'll be another kill. Ursa unable to get the last hit, unfortunately, as much as he'd love that gold, but I mean, they're already doing leagues better than before. I mean, there's boots already on most of these heroes. They're actually finding experience. They're getting the assist gold with these early kills.
Yeah, and there's a smoke up on the Earth Spirit now too, so they got to be aware of that.
Yeah, and he's got the Orb of Venom, so he will be able to run people down, but still only level 2. Looks like they're going to have to contest this Ruin support for support, and Earth Spirit's just going to take it.
I like that. Oh. There's the Orb of Venom. Does she have stun? Yeah, she's got stun. She'll be fine.
Nature's TP's in. Nope, cancels at the last second.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I think he wanted to stay in the lane, and he just kind of wanted to make sure that Earth Spirit backed up and didn't try and do anything funny with the Venge. But yeah, I like this opening out of the Earth Spirit a little bit more with the Orb of Venom. I personally feel like it gives you a lot more kill potential in the early game, which is the point where I feel you should be active. And Earth Spirits might be dead here if he's not careful.
Well, he's got the Firefly going, and Nature's Prophet TP's in,
and
but
here comes the
they're so far behind. Nice Fisher, and actually they're going to be able to take out this Bat Rider again. And a nice Sprout here, but there's nothing else they can really do. The Nature's Prophet gets the Treants here, great blocks, and they're going to get a double kill on the back end of this.
You've gone green.
4 committed to the bottom lane, but well worth it there.
And he just casually turns them into a little bit of jungle farm.
There you go. I was jungling. What are you talking about? I came down here for this. Quap with an aggressive blink forward. Oh, pops the ultimate right away, and not much you can do at that point. A really balanced build. 2 points in the Shadow Strike and 2 in the Scream. So as soon as that ultimate's up, used all the bottle chargers, get the mana at full blast, and finish off that DP.
And that's just a good job of getting something for the heavy commitment bottom. He knows that the Moribund supports have pretty much used all their mana and done everything they can to win that fight bottom, here, and there's not going to be a response.
Bench has nothing more than a Howl of Terror, so I think that might have just been Smacktrix just happy with how things are going in the mid lane and just not being cognizant that the Queen of Pain actually hit level 6 before he did. I mean, because you got to be expecting that when you're below half health, and that's go time for Queen of Pain.
Away you.
I think another TP in from the Nature's Prophet here, but cancels it. It's been pretty on point with the rolling boulders, honestly, getting himself out of trouble at a moment's notice.
I think that's something a lot of people actually underestimate out of Earth Spirit. I mean, they're like, oh yeah, he's got stun from forever away, and it's kind of, you know, bullshit, and Magnetize hits really hard, and the silence is good, but people don't think about the fact that at level 1, it's a 2-second 80% movement slow, which, that's pretty insane.
At any level. I mean, even...
Venom.
Yeah. Very, very strong, but it's not like it's guaranteed either though. I mean, especially when we saw at top where, you know, the boot's first Nature's Prophet, he was able to juke it just barely. Another 30 seconds or so here before the Queen of Pain has the Sonic Wave ready again. Fisher comes
They've
out,
got
but
two just kind of camping out here.
I know we've ignored this lane, but it's literally just anti-mage free farming. So, I mean, as much as I'd love to cover Sean Carter right-clicking creeps, he's 50 and 27 though, absolutely ridiculous. They've just kind of, they're rotating the Nature's Prophet and they're okay with getting out of it, but you gotta understand that this, I mean, this anti-mage is just gonna become colossal very soon. It's gonna have a Battle Fury very, very quickly. Opts to go for the treads to finish first, instead of going right for the naked Battle Fury. And they're gonna find some prey here. Nature's Prophet TPs, he actually cancels it. He gets up in front of the Dazzle. Here's the stun. Don't even need the stun. This casual sprout just for fun. DP actually picking up the kill here, so she has something coming on the courier here. I'm just gonna stat up, get a bracer and a wand, it looks like. Sonic Wave is up, so not too worried though. Death Prophet has pretty much everything she needs at the
I
moment.
think Curse Spirit's been holding the smoke in his inventory for a while too there.
Does he still have it?
Yeah, he's had it for a while too.
Alright, Moribund actually see that the anti-mage is farming the camp there, and he's very low. He pops a sap and he's able to blink away. Full mana on both of them, so
It looks like we might get some action on bottom. This Ursa might die if he's not careful. The Quap's coming in. She's got her scream, but she walks over a Radiant Ward.
Ursa does have his ultimate, so he's gonna have to be very quick about it though. He's not gonna get it off. He's silenced now. Now's the time. There's a lasso. Expend both ultimates. Make sure that one position goes down. Earth Spirit is a side casualty though, and they're gonna try to run down this this Bat, who's still got a couple seconds with Firefly, so he will be able to make it out.
And really, they're fine with that. You trade Earth Spirit for an Ursa and slow down the Roche and just the general momentum of the hero, and it's
well
yeah,
worth.
whatever.
Well worth. Curtis getting some valuable XP up here in the top lane, but he really can't sit around with the anti-mage as strong as he is at this point. Already over 4k net worth at this point.
I mean, he uses his Soul Ring. Maybe I guess he's thinking about going for a Fisher for a last hit here.
Nope.
Or just trying to annoy him.
No, and now he's going to be in a big predicament. Ultimate's still down on for the anti-mage here. Nature's Prophet trying to figure out if he actually wants to go in this, but with the Soul Ring still down, I don't think that's the right play here. This is like a complete reverse, at least for the early game. Not quite as dramatic, but I mean the supports for ASCHB are just dirt poor.
Could use a little help.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Batrider, he's got 1,100 gold. He's halfway to a Blink Dagger, so once that happens, they're going to be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, and honestly, it's yeah, he died 3 times, but that last kill with the Ursa gave him almost a full level, and it really kind of salvaged the lane, I'd say. Yeah, they didn't win it convincingly, but that just made it a little bit better. I mean, obviously they won the safe lane because it was abandoned, but
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
But yeah, both teams have abandoned their safe lane, but when it comes to free farm, I mean, giving free farm to an Ursa versus free farm to an anti-mage, that's a trade that the anti-mage will take every single day.
There's a double D bottled up on this Queen of Pain, but I'm not sure. She's just gonna wait it out, knowing that the ultimate's almost off cooldown. Pop the W. I mean, she could dive this aggressively, very easily. No, DP knows better. Gets the hell out of there. Curtis he soaked up a full level while up here. Just keep staying away, keeping in XP range. Has his ultimate now. And they're trying to ping him saying, hey, this guy is literally free farming for the last 10.5 minutes. There's your Earth Spirit. He finally uses the smoke. And they do see somebody here. They see someone trying to deward here. And with the double damage rune, Maverick knows he's in trouble. This Vengeful Spirit
He's going to try and get the Roche tonight if he can.
He's going to get it!
Yep, there he goes.
What a play. Perfectly timed. Roshan, thank you. Ursa comes in. They're actually going to get a counter kill as well. A fantastic trade. They aren't able to get the D-ward there, but they're going to turn this right into a Roche exchange. But Queen of Pain still has the ultimate up. They're going to pop the Exorcism for this. Very heavy commitment here for the early Roche.
And I don't really know if you want to go for this if you're the Quap. I mean,
No,
it's relatively safe if you have the Blink Dagger, but if you get stunned or silenced, you're in some real trouble.
They're just gonna go for the D ward and call it a day here. First, we'll take out the Roshan. Opts to actually finish off the Mask of Madness, which has definitely been a favorable item, but I just feel like the early Blink Dagger would be more impactful. Just the casual Morbid Mask is more than sufficient. But to each their own.
I think if he's gonna get kited, he's gonna get kited, and the Mask of Madness isn't really gonna help that too much.
No, and that's kind of my point too. It's like attack speed, I get it, and the movement speed, I got it, but I mean, I don't know. I definitely think the Blink Tag initiation is just gonna be a lot more valuable. Dazzle TP's in. Guy is so dirt poor. He's got boots and Iron Branch at 12.5 minutes in, and looks like Curtis overstayed his welcome here as the Animage pops him, gets the ultimate, level 2 ultimate actually, just blows him up. Nature's Prophet. Looks like they're gonna realize that the Anti-Mage is not gonna be participating. They're gonna try to take this tower, but Queen of Pain's in. Arcane Rune, Sonic Wave available. And there's your lasso here. Pops the ultimate, and they're gonna get that kill easily. No exorcism in sight, obviously. It was just used for the Roshan fight, and they're gonna get 2. There's nothing he can do. Nature's Prophet's just dead. Battlefield finished up with treads at 13 minutes. That is free farm, my friend. And Curtis starts really. Oh my gosh. I like the enthusiasm, buddy, but you're not gonna get too much done there. Ultimate down.
The trade for that is the tier 1 bottom for the Ursa, which not bad, but I mean, you don't want to be losing heroes like this when you have an Aegis.
Wow. That is an unbelievable statistic. Top 5% all time out of 1,700 EM matches. And actually, the Ursa's, I mean, he's going to have Blink Dagger anyway. With all this, the tower gold in addition to the 4 assists and 2 kills, and he's doing just fine. He's gonna pick it up now, so this might be go time here. Curtis most likely dead once more. Queen of Pain will pick up that kill. So after that initial death on the high ground, 4 kills straight after that. That's how you salvage.
And this anti-mage would be fantastic at that new game that everyone's playing, Stardew Valley or whatever it's called, because he is a master farmer.
Yeah, well, I mean, that stat, that's not an accident. You don't go on par with top 5% all-time anti-mage. It's definitely something that ASCHB's been very, very proud of and well known for. It's just their ability just to have the mechanics for the heroes, the ability to get the last hits. And I mean, what is it? How many hits? 134 and 36 for his CS. Absolutely unbelievable. He's more denies than some of the cores on Moribund have for last hits.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
And he will opt for the Vlads here, and there's 2 minutes left on the Aegis, and they're gonna get this tier 1 up here for it, and they're interestingly committing the exorcism a little bit early.
Yeah, I guess with only the 3 points in the treants, they're worried that it won't go down fast enough. And ASCHB, they're gonna be okay with letting that go. It's just a T1. They feel confident in their late game. And it looks like Ursa's ready to go, and he's got the Blink Dagger, but he's really got to get a little bit closer here. They get the great Sprout here, but the swap will take out the trees. Yule's for the Quap, so she'll be okay for the time being, but so much damage here, blowing up the poor Ursa Spirit and Queen of Pain. The Ursa just mauling people. They're going to get the Bat Rider as well. A great initiation. This Ursa, he's going in.
Oh, he is.
He wants it, baby. Fearless Raven, he's hungry. He found some bear food, and you know, it's great that the anti-mage is farming to his heart's content, but I mean, that's the problem with anti-mage. I mean, you can farm as much as you want, but he's not all that great at fighting. He is a very high level though, so that will help him out. He's got even has the early point in the spell shield, so that'll help a little bit. But there's a lot of physical damage coming out from Moribund.
You know the drill.
I'm very curious to see what this Nature's Prophet does. Oh, they're gonna get one more right click. TP incoming from the Dazzle, and he's not gonna be able to do a whole lot. Curtis kind of want to keep going. Got 3 there.
And Death Prophet finishes up her Yules, so
yeah, very huge item, very huge item. So Aegis gonna expire momentarily here, but you get 2 towers, you get what, 5 kills? Not bad. And Blink Lasso, he's gonna change his mind here after the Fisher comes out.
And this mid tier 1's down to 280 health. It's not long for this world, and that's just more map control for Moribund to try and constrict the anti-mage a little bit.
Yeah, and that's something you really don't think about. I mean, that's the one best thing about the Bat Rider. You have, if you get the early map control, you do fairly well in the early game, and it changes everything getting those pickoffs. But Moribund just denying them access everywhere. I mean, they still have all of their towers. Actually, no, the bottom T1 did go down. So Bat Rider not being, I mean, especially you saw the swap right away, and the stun coming out. So yeah, that tower goes down. Ursa will take that. Double damage. I mean, this bear is ready to fight. He's gonna go Aghanim Scepter too, actually. Someone's been watching the major. Bat Rider does pick up a kill on the Nature's Prophet, who's trying to split push bottom. So they will expend the lasso, and Moribund, they're just gonna keep going. Aegis be damned, we don't need it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the playstyle you really want to go for on Nature's Prophet in this game. I mean, there's just so much catch on the side of ASCHB. Earth Spirit can just kick on you from long range, and then Bat Rider comes up and just lassos you and you die.
Would you rather see him go for like more like a team fight build that we saw a little bit, just because it's so dangerous for him to be by himself?
Yeah, I mean, I think he probably will, and I think he was just being a little bit greedy down there, trying to, you know, sort of pressure while his team also pressured mid. But he's got to kind of read, well, they're not defending the tier 2, they must be coming after me.
Yeah, there's 3 heroes that can blink, 1 that can roll it on you from a long ways away. Yeah, it's definitely not the safest of games for Furion.
But I definitely appreciate the greed.
Hey man, we can all appreciate some greed. We've all played some pubs. We've all went Midas we weren't supposed to. What do you think he goes for? He's got the Mithril Hammer. Oh, here we go. Another roll of boulder. He's in. Ursa just doing so much damage. This Earth Spirit just barely able to get his whole kit off. Ursa gets the ultimate off. Queen of Pain pops her ultimate, and there's the second lasso here, and they're going to be able to blow up the poor Ursa there. Ultimate coming up by the anti-mage, and they're just going to run over him now. There's no exorcism available. Great grave, perfect save. He might still be dead. Going to try to do some right clicks. No, he's able to blink out. Curtis is going to go down. Triple kill here for Sweatpants on the Queen of Pain, and he's going to make it out. Death Prophet trying to do her damnedest here. Another swap comes in, and they're actually going to get 1 more counter kill, but oh, the stun! 2 more right clicks. Not gonna get it. She's gonna blink away. And now this
fight has gone on long enough for her spirit to come back.
Yeah. There's your poison touch, baby. Just gets enough mana at the end to get it. Actually, gets the Crypt Swarm. That was blind, wasn't it? No, they do have a ward. They have a ward.
In the lane.
Yeah, they have a ward up there. It's beautiful. So, my God, I don't even know how many people die. 3. Okay, it was 3 for 3.
I count 6 on the fight recap.
Yeah, it was 3 for 3. Okay, I was gonna say that went so long. I don't know if it actually tallied up all the people that respawned. That was ridiculous. All right, so it will be a Death so we'll go for the cheap damage.
If you look at the trend switches from anti-mage, he had 19.
Jesus Christ. Guy's a machine. Absolute machine. And he's just about to eclipse 13,000 net worth already, so actually I think he just finished up with the Manta. Let's check the graphs right here. I mean, it's pretty much dead even in net worth, and XP slightly in the favor of ASCHB, about 7k, so
yeah, I mean, ASCHB's traded or kind of oriented their net worth into the anti-mage, where they have the 2k Dazzle and the 3k Earth Spirit, and the just kind of, and then the Bat Rider's super low too, and they're just putting it all on the anti-mage, which you kind of expect out of an anti-mage game anyway.
Yeah, but as the game goes on, it's going to be more and more difficult to actually back him up, though. I mean, he's going to be like 15 slotted, but I mean, the rest of the team's going to have to be able to compete as well. Another big development here on the Earthshaker. He's about to pick up a very nice item. So Manta finished up. We have big items coming on both sides here. That Blink Dagger for the Earthshaker is going to be absolutely colossal. And his ultimate is actually up, and we can actually find a little bit of space here. Look at his level 2 rank in it. So
I think Anti-Mage has to get a BKB this game. I don't know about you, but there's just so much disable from the side of Moribund. I mean, yeah, you get silenced once, you Manta it off, and then you have Earthshakers disable, and you have Vengeance disable.
yeah, I think it's well worth it. Obviously, it's not going to be, they're not going to matter with the exorcism, but yeah, just for the stunts and silences and disables and all that kind of crap. Just to, I mean, obviously it's not an item you want to get on Anti-Mage, not by any means, but I think it's necessary. Aghanim Scepter is picked up and finished by the Ursa, so that will help out quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just if he gets disabled for any amount of time, the Ursa's just gonna get his claws in him and just shred him.
Literally. Yeah, he's found quite a bit of bear food. He's had a really good game so far. He's only 4-2 and 6, but the amount of objectives and damage he just burst down this Earth Spirit, who just barely gets his magnetized off after rolling in, and he's just gone. He's just barely.
And the thing about the magnetized is, yeah, it hurts. It does a decent amount of damage, but if you're not living in a fight and getting to refresh it with your stuns and still getting kicks and pulls off, you're really not doing all that much. It doesn't hit that hard.
And it's a level 1 magnetize as well, so this could actually be very interesting here. Great reaction time from the Bat Rider. They scout out the Roche, and Nature's Prophet goes in, and he just wants nothing to do with that. He does have a Force Staff available too. I don't think we noted that. Another huge,
this is not a fight that ASCHB wants to take. There's 5 on the, or that Moribund wants to take.
Yeah, I think ASCHB are very happy with this engagement.
So
they'll take one immediately. The Nature's Prophet's done, and now they're just gonna be able to blow up everybody. Huge Echo Slam onto 4. Absolutely fantastic engagement, but they need more. They need more damage. The Ursa's just unable to get any damage in. He's trying so hard, but now he has no mana. Ultimate's down. He's gonna try to get this Anti-Mage. He's not gonna be able to. Exorcism doing a lot of work. Only 2 down for each side, and Earthshaker picks up a 2nd kill. That blink though. So I mean that's what looked like the most disgusting initiation of all time. I mean that looked like a horrible fight from Moribund, but that Echo, man. And that was right after the Manta illusions too.
They just grouped up and got a little bit greedy, and the Death Prophet and the Earthshaker just got there on time.
Yeah. And honestly, it wasn't a second too soon. I mean, I know they were booking it over there because the supports were just getting their asses handed to them. So Earthshaker just kind of being very patient, and as soon as that Manta was popped, I mean, it was go time. There was a lot of damage. Got the.
But I really like the Ag Scepter from the Ursa.
Yeah, it was very clutch, but the problem is he's got to be able to get there quicker though. I mean, his team's kind of lacking when the before the Exorcism really gets a chance to go. And it looks like someone was split pushing again, and Anti-Mage caught him out. Showed him his brand new Skull Bash, and he got a bash off right away. It looks like too.
You ever have one of those games where you're up against somebody who has a bash and like they just get first hit bash on you every single time, and it's the world's most frustrating thing?
Well, then they have to troll you too. Or if it's a Spear Breaker who has 77% bash chance, it's always good. A lot of posturing around here by ASCHB around the Roche pit. Definitely not fast at all.
If they can take this away from Moribund, this is a pretty big deal. There's no Exorcism or Echo Slam.
No, the medallion's so key here too, because there's really not a whole lot of damage coming out. Moribund are definitely aware of what's going on here. And actually, this is the perfect thing. They're gonna get Smatrix up on the cliff here. They get swapped out, but he's really just kind of ineffective. Ursa doing as much damage as he can. The Manta though, and the bashes. A great Echo Slam coming in, but the Ursa's just so low, and he's gonna get blown up here. Sean Carter popping the ultimate, gets a double kill here as they take out the Earthshaker. And I think this is just gonna be a disaster. The Exorcism finally comes up, but it's just too late. 4 down, and they're gonna wipe him here. Triple kill going the way of the Anti-Mage, and they can finish off the Roshan. Only the Earth Spirit going down in that engagement.
I'm not 100% that they can. Oh wait, no, Anti-Mage with Vlad, so they can definitely get this.
Yeah. It's not going to be what you would call quick, especially without the Dazzle Medallion there, but I mean, there's no contest. It's just take your time. Yeah, Queen of Pain will be picking this up. Although, I mean, you drop the PMS. Yeah, I think it's better on Quap. She's much more frail than Anti-Mages at this point. Who After that fight in that Roshan, he clips 20k net worth. He's a beast. Okay, so now based on how that team fight went and how the Ursa just got absolutely decimated by the anti-mage, is there a window here that we're looking at for Moribund and how they have to close this game out and how quickly?
I just think the biggest problem is just using your ultimates effectively. I mean, they're like, the Death Prophet got her exorcism off at like 400, 500 health and died. She didn't have Yules available. And I mean, if she'd had Yules, she probably could have gotten the kills there, but she just died. And this is probably going to signal
Look at the
the end
positioning here by the Bat Rider. They're so ready for this. They have an aggressive ward down here as well, and there it is. Blink, Lasso, and Curtis. He's going to try to get everything off, but there's nothing, man. Quap ult comes out,
and then just
blows him up, and look at the Manta just blowing up godlike already. Nature's Prophet's just been made, to mush. This anti-mage is balling out of control. Level 23 here. He's got 6k gold on me. Actually just picked up something.
Yeah, I think Prophet there got kind of caught in between, like, do I help him or not? And everyone else was like, yo, yeah, no, let him go. And they're sort of slowly backing up, and he just gets caught with a kick and gets blinked on.
Yep. Get the buyback from the Earthshaker here, who wasn't able to get a single spell off because of that perfect lasso. That vision, though, that board right there, invaluable. They're going to try to get a counter kill here. The Queen of Pain silenced up, but they got to be able to get in there. There's no follow-up. She's going to be able to do whatever she wants here. They get Echo Slam onto 2. No follow-up there either. On the other side, another fight. There's 2 more kills here going the way of ASCHB, and I think this might just be the end. Oh my gosh, he was diving into the T4s. Triple kill here for the anti-mage, and I think that's all she wrote, my friend.
Yeah, I mean that. It's just, I think ASCHB has really good sense of timing on the enemy team's ultimates. So they're like, oh well, they used Echo Slam and they used Exorcism. Let's go for the Roshan. Yep,
GG
that's it.
Call. That
is
it.
It's great sense of timing, and the Bat Rider, the Aghanim Scepter from the Ursa was great because the Bat Rider couldn't lasso him.
Yeah.
Because he would just flip it out of it. But the Bat Rider sees this and goes, all right, fine, I'll take your Death Prophet.
Yeah, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. There's really not a whole lot of recourse, unfortunately, but that actually is the capstone on a perfect season by ASCHB. They did not lose a single game in the regular season or the postseason. So, flawless victory, as one might say. So, really just hammering the point home. I mean, the early game obviously not going fantastic for them, but they didn't have an early game lineup. Not by any means. So they just kind of, they mitigated the damage that was done. They took trades that they could. They had a couple really poor engagements, but I mean, when it came down to it, the decision making was flawless, and they knew that as soon as these ultimates were down and they found a hero they could pick off, they just turned the game around so quickly.
Yeah, they executed incredibly well, and just understanding where to be at what point in the game.
Oh, Jesus. It's a best of 5, I was just told. Oh my gosh. Alright, sorry. Last season, it wasn't. It was a best of 3. Okay. Alright, so...
You jinxed me. I don't know. I want to see more of these games. These are fun.
I'm okay with it. I mean, especially with how close that one was for, I mean, at least 20 minutes, so... Alright, well, shit. We better stop talking. We got a game 3 to get to.
Alright, cool.
I swear to God, I wasn't trolling. I literally was just told. Not kidding. Alright, we'll be right here, right back with game 3.